Good day, everybody. Welcome back to It's a Small Vlog. Today I'm here at the Magic Kingdom on this very overcast and kind of drizzly day. But today, as a D23 member, I've been given the opportunity for a preview of the new Country Bear Musical Jamboree over in Frontierland. In case you guys didn't know, the original Country Bear Jamboree actually closed back in January, and I have a whole video attending the final day of operation if you want to go check that out. I will leave a card in the top right-hand corner of the screen. But basically, they're just giving it a nice refresh. They're adding in some Disney songs. They're upgrading all the animatronics, which is nice. As per usual with all of Disney's new recent additions, I've been kind of skeptic, but I've been hearing some pretty positive receptions regarding this new show. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Let's head on over to Frontierland and go watch the new Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Okay, we've made it to Frontierland and we have the new sign. Look at that. They kept the 3D bears at the top, which I love. So it still has some dimension to it. Okay, so it's 6:30 and we're already going in. I can't really film much of the inside here, but first impressions, not really much has changed. All of the old portraits are here. There is something new over here that I will show you very, very quickly. So this is new. Barry Poppins. How funny is that? Very, very cute. I like that. And yeah, as you can see, all of the old portraits are there. And there's also something new on that side. I'll head over there really quick. So as you can see, all of the portraits have remained, and the floor too, with all the bear scratches, that's still the same too, which is great. But they added some new touches in here. Look at that. That's awesome. This is the song that they sing at the very end of the show, Come Again. This is also new, right? So the theme of this is that they're trying to go for some sort of like rockabilly, some sort of thing that you would find in like Tennessee or Kentucky. I love this. I love these new touches. They look awesome. And then they still got this awesome portrait, and this is the final new thing that they have. Look at this. This is awesome. They got the bear, the bottles. This is really, really nice. They also have some little plaques kind of telling you the backstory of the Country Bears here. Okay, we made it. Look at all this. This is pretty much unchanged, but the new red curtain looks really, really nice. And out of all of the refurb, look who survived. Belva and Muffin Max are still remaining. Thank God. Looking forward to the show.
Thank you all for joining us today. This is an exciting time for the Magic Kingdom. So much going on. An entirely new act by the Country Bears. An opening day attraction opened here October 1st, 1971. So we are in the historic Grizzly Hall. I'm honored to be here with you, Ken, from Walt Disney Imagineering. Ken actually was my leader when I was with WDI for about 5 years or so. So super excited for these folks to hear a lot of your story and what you and your teams and colleagues have put into the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. So for those of you who don't know, the Country Bears actually were not intended originally for the Magic Kingdom Park. Does anyone know the project that they were going to be a part of originally? A ski resort, Mineral King. This is a group of experts. I think we can go home. But for those of you who aren't aware, yeah, there was going to be a ski resort project that was in development at the time. We didn't move forward with it for a variety of reasons. But this would have been, an area for skiing, for recreation. Part of it would have had this alpine village, maybe 30 to 50 acres or so, with lodging, dining, some entertainment in the Mineral King Valley in California. And Walt Disney had an idea. He shared it with some of his Imagineers of, what if we had a bear band, right? You're in the woods, how cool would it be to have these bears performing for you? And he brought that idea to Mark Davis, who you mentioned just a moment ago, one of Walt's top Imagineers at the time, longtime animator, Now, Walt was going in and out of the hospital at the time, and sadly about 4 weeks later, we lost Walt Disney. So for many reasons, that visit with Mark, seeing these amazing Country Bear illustrations, is considered, Walt's last laugh. So the fact that that idea would spark the Country Bear Jamboree here at Walt Disney World is huge, right? It's an original concept by Walt that would eventually open a few years later, October 1st of 71, like we said.
We're touching a classic. Again, you have to do your research. Go back to what was the original creative intent of the show. What did Mark Davis want? What did Executive want? And then how do you resonate with an older generation, but then bring that appeal to a newer generation of children, so that again they carry on the show, because we want this show to last another 50 years. We all love the Bears. We want it to stay. In order for it to stay, it's got to appeal to a wide audience and put people in the seats. So we were literally threading a needle with this show, and we were very nervous, and we felt we had to get it right.
But to do that, you have to get a bunch of Imagineers together from a whole bunch of disciplines. These are the experts in their different fields. They all have to work together to make these shows work. So what are some of those starring disciplines that you had to help wrangle for this?
You know, it starts with a great show writer. John Kozlowskis was a show writer. He's written for several TV shows, and now he works for Imagineering, and you'll hear lots of dad jokes, courtesy of John later. And then it goes into a concept of performances by the Bears, and Max Frederick, our creative designer, did that. And then it's turned over to me, the producer, to make it all a reality. And then, you know, we start with, you know, given it's the Bears, who are the best people to bring in to make this a reality? And for those of you who are familiar with Kevin Kidney and Jody Daly, we reached out to them and say, would you do the costume concepts for these Bears? Because they need to look amazing. And these are some of my favorite audio animatronic costumes we've ever done. And then we got with our Walt Disney World costuming partners, and we're like, we want the costumes to look exactly like this. And we literally met every week for months looking at samples and everything to make sure they were gonna look exactly like the concepts. Like I said earlier, we refurbished the Bears completely. They're still hydraulic, they're completely refurbished from the ground up, all new. We've also upgraded their control system to a modern control system, so they're more fluid in their movement. If you're familiar with animation technology, we have the A1s, which what the Bears were, and then the Wicked Witch and the Great Movie Ride was the first A100 that had compliance. And by updating their control system, we've added compliance to the Bears. And through pressure sensors in their bodies now, when they move a single arm, it's no longer robotic. Their entire torso responds just like a human would, so they just look a lot more fluid. We've updated the show lighting. The entire venue has been refurbished, new carpet, new benches, new curtains. I spent months just on curtains, I'll tell you. If you saw the show before it went down, the audio in here was not at the standard we would consider good quality. So part of that was these heavy velour curtains block the speakers. So we actually raised the scallops a bit, and we added an additional acoustic balance in the back that covers the speaker that also allows the audio to go through. The walls have been painted, the proscenium has been regal leaf. That's all gold leaf, that's not paint. So we put a lot into the show. There's nothing that we didn't touch.
Looks like the gang's just about ready. So now's the time we remind you there's no eating,
drinking, or smoking allowed in the theater.
and you can take all the photos and video you'd like. Just please, no flash photography or video lighting. We've already got Rufus on spotlight.
Do we? Rufus, wake up! Oh.
Over here.
Sorry.
Okay, everybody. Now we're ready to start. Give us a little intro there, Gomer. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the one and only original Country Bear Musical Jamboree, featuring a wild and woolly assortment of grizzled old grizzlies singing a little country, a little western, and a whole lot of everything in between. So get those paws tapping and those claws clapping for five bears who need no introduction, but I'll give them one anyway. Let's hear it for the Five Bear Runs! Most fun I had since I crawled out of the den. It's our Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Just don't let it make you cry. Too sad, I can't go on. You got a friend in me. Friend. see, we're still barely keeping it together. Now gather up all your bare necessities and exit out the doors on your right. What do you say, Sammy?
I say, y'all come back, yeah?
All right, everybody. Got done with the show about 45 minutes to an hour ago. I apologize that it's a lot darker out now. It started to rain once we got out of the show, so we were kind of stuck in Pecos Bill where the show lets out, and then just took a quick ride on the Haunted Mansion. It was a short wait, undercover as well, and then by the time I got out, the rain stopped. So I just want to give a generally quick review, right? If you watched my video for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I gave a pretty lengthy review for that. This does not deserve a super lengthy overview. My initial thoughts, right, obviously going into this, I really like the original Country Bear Jamboree, right? It was classic, it was an original. As the Imagineers said in some of the footage that I got for you guys, it was what they like to call Walt Disney's last laugh in a way. So obviously with most of Disney's recent additions lately, there's always some sort of ounce of skepticism that I have, right? Especially when you're messing with a original attraction that's been here since 1971, right? But I am pleased to say that I actually really liked it. I thought they did it really well, right? I thought it was a very thoughtful not really a retheme. I thought it was a very thoughtful reimagining. There were a lot of very subtle nods to the original, lots of history behind it. Yes, we had the IP songs, but it was fun. And what they did, right, they had different bears obviously sing the different songs, and each one like fit their personality really well. They kind of mixed around each song to make it more of a country style. Some were in the form of bluegrass, rockabilly, classic country pop, just really nice, right? Again, the theme that they were going for here was something that you would find in like Nashville, Tennessee, and they achieved that very well. The animatronics look great. Again, all the bears are still there that we all know and love, and they look better than ever. The costumes look super awesome. The show is also about the same length as well. It's about the same runtime. It's not really a show to be, it's not really meant to be taken seriously, right? It's just to kind of be there to entertain you and have a good time, and the show still achieves that. And I thought this was a very thoughtful retheme, and I would be happy to go watch it again anytime. Do I miss the original? Of course I do, right? I mean, it was the original, right? I think the original had this sort of edginess that it's kind of rare to find nowadays in Disney attractions, right? There was a lot of adult humor in the original show, actually, that just kind of flies right over kids' heads. It definitely made the whole family laugh and was very entertaining for everybody. But this one still is not very edgy, obviously, but it's still just as fun, high energy, entertaining, humorous. It's everything that you could ever want in a new Country Bear show, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. I thought it was great. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, and that's my review on the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Good upgrade. And then really quick, the other thing I want to mention here is, Frontierland, Liberty Square, right, everything around me. We've been hearing a lot of rumors about what's gonna happen with this quadrant of the park in the next couple years, right? But what's mainly important about this is that no matter what happens to Frontierland, no matter what happens to Big Thunder, Tom Sawyer Island, anything, the Country Bears are safe. The Country Bears are staying. They're here to stay, right? They're not going anywhere, which is awesome, because we were all worried that the Country Bears were going to get completely booted out of Grizzly Hall, but they're not. They're still here, and that's awesome. Also, if you guys are wondering what my favorite part of the show was, I'm gonna have to say the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious part with whatever bear was playing the violin. Oh, Ernest the dude. That was my favorite part. I thought it was awesome. Also, I would like to mention Big Al's has stayed amongst all of this as well. Okay, really quick, before I officially end the video, I am over here by Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which just opened a couple weeks ago to the public. Looks really nice at night. I'll give them that. The lighting package at night is very good. So a couple things. So number one, if you want to go watch a front row point of view of Tiana's Bayou Adventure and hear my extensive thoughts on it, card is in the top right-hand corner of the screen. I was here one of the very first days of cast member previews, actually. And I have some thoughts, let me tell you. Not as positive as the Country Bears, but if you would like to go see that, please feel free to check it out. Really quick, what wasn't open during previews was the merchandise stores. Not getting anything, obviously, but I would like to at least show you guys. So we're gonna go in the Briar Patch gift shop, or the former one. It is now called the Critter Co-op, which is really, really cute. Haven't been in here since 2020, because that's when the shop closed, which is crazy. All right, this is the sign, very, very cute, and this is the inside. Haven't been in here in a very, 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 very long time. Ah, looks nice. Looks really nice. This is cute. Got some of Tiana's gumbo roasting. This is really nice details in here. I'll give them that. Really, really pretty what they did. So as per usual, we got spirit jerseys. We got water bottles. We have a photo frame. One of my favorite things that I found actually is this. This is really, really cute. It's just like a little toy. It has like the wheels that you kind of like crank back and then it accelerates. And a very reasonable price. The price tag on this, $12.99. Honestly, not bad.
He sticks to you using this little pad.
That is so cool. How awesome is that? So do they stick on your shoulder?
Just like this.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kate. Appreciate it. These are really, really cute. They light up, they're interactive, and they're displayed really nicely in here. These are some other collections. This hat is actually very nice. I appreciate that hat. Lots of different things. I'm not gonna show every single bit of merchandise because there's a ton in here, but this is just a taste of some of the merchandise that is offered. You got stuff exclusive to the ride, exclusive to the film. Very nice. This merchandise is more film-centric, not necessarily based on the ride. So if you're more of a classic Princess and the Frog person who just wants that kind of merch, this is your spot right here. I honestly love these little fiber optics that they have up all across here. The theming in here is really, really pretty. I love the fiber optics. They look great. Very quickly, they also have a snack section. And something really cool about this is that they actually sell Tiana's hot sauce, or I guess it says Mama Odie's hot sauce. But that's kind of cool. Okay, so this is what used to be a gift shop when you exit the ride. This is called Tiana's Bayou General. It looks like it's just a bunch of photo ops. So it looks like they moved all of the merchandise strictly over to the Critter Co-op. So this is all just some photo ops that they have here. Don't get me wrong, it's cute, but if you're looking for merchandise, it is not here. Yeah, if this looks like merchandise, it is not, unfortunately. Unfortunately, to the surprise to many of you, you will not be able to purchase pickled okra or chow chow at the Magic Kingdom. I know, so sad. But yeah, I mean, they have some cute little theming in here, which is nice, but it's mainly just some photo ops if you want to get some photo ops. You can also buy your photos in here though. That has not changed. So all of this right here, you can buy some photos from the attraction. Heading out of the main area for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I would also like to mention really quick, if you are planning on visiting Walt Disney World sometime soon and you are curious on how you can get on this, unfortunately, it is utilizing a virtual queue system, just like Tron is. So if you would like to get on both of them, your two options are to get the virtual queue for one of them at 7 a.m. and then the virtual queue for the other one at 1 p.m. Or get a virtual queue for one of them and then buy a lightning lane for the other one, or just buy a lightning lane for both. You do you. My suggestion, get a virtual queue for Tiana's at 7 a.m. and then get a virtual queue for Tron at 1 p.m. because the later callback times for the 1 o'clock boarding groups are going to get called later in the evening, which means you'll be able to ride Tron at night, which is 1,000 times better than riding it in the daytime. Tiana's Bayou Adventure doesn't really matter as much. Just wanted to let you know if you're planning on riding it sometime soon and you want to ride both. All right, everybody, I'm here in front of the Country Bear sign. I apologize for the kind of okay lighting. So that's going to wrap up this video. Again, Country Bear's very, very good. It exceeded my expectations and I really, really, really enjoyed it. Tiana's, I just kind of wanted to give you a brief update on that. And then another thing that's happening here in Frontierland is that the shooting arcade closed down a couple of weeks ago, which is very, very, very sad. It's currently being converted into a DVC lounge, which I'm not really a huge fan of, but I mean, it is what it is. So that's kind of sad. So I like to call this era of Frontierland nowadays, quote unquote, new Frontierland, because we got Tiana's, we got the new Country Bears, and now the shooting arcade is closed. God only knows what else is going to happen here. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Check me out on Instagram as well. The link is down below. And what about you? What do you feel about the Country Bear Jamboree? I hope that you enjoy it whenever you see it as much as I do. I thought it was really, really, really good. And how do you feel about some of the Tiana's Bayou Adventure merchandise? I thought some of it looked kind of cool. Nothing that I need to buy, but if some of it piqued your interest, you know, be sure to head on over into the Critter Co-op. But my name is Bobby. This has been It's a Small Vlog, exploring new Frontierland and the new Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Have a magical day. Bye.